everybody, welcome back on Study Room, and today we are going to discuss some of the exercises as well as we will do the quick revision of manufacturing industries. So the first question is, which one of the following industries use limestone as a raw material? We have already discussed it. It is B, that is cement. Alright. Then we have second question. Which one of the following agencies markets steel for the public sector plants? The answer is SAIL, SAIL. Alright. Not HAIL, not Tata Steel, not multinational companies and all. It is SAIL. Alright. Now we have which one of the following industries use bauxite as a raw material? We have already discussed it in the slides. That is aluminium. Then we have a fourth exercise. That is which one of the following industries manufacture telephones, computer, etc. So definitely it would be electronics. Alright. Electronics deals with telephone, computers. Then we have what is manufacturing. So manufacturing is a secondary process where you produce. Production is done. Secondary process. Alright. So here what happens is, it is a production, it is a secondary process, a secondary activity we can say, and here the production from raw materials is done to produce finished product. Alright. So name any three physical factors very essential for the location of an industry. So physical factors are cheap, physical factors would be availability of power supply, alright, availability of raw materials, alright. Then we have availability of power supply, that is electricity, climatic condition, transport. So these are the physical factors, more than three I have mentioned. So these are the physical factors important for the location of an industry. Human factors would be cheap labor, proximity to the market, how close you are to the market, as well as different services like insurance, banking, consultancy. So this constitutes your human factors. These all the things are dependent upon humans. Alright. So what are the basic industries? Basic industries provides the raw material to other industries. Okay, so the industries whose products, when products of an industry is used as a raw material for other industry, It is known as basic industry. Alright, any doubts? Give an example. It is definitely iron and steel. We've already discussed a lot in detail about it. Alright. Now name the important material used in the manufacturing of cement, that is limestone. We have done it as in multiple choice question also, objective type. How are integrated steel plant different from mini steel plant? So discussing about integrated and then mini steel plant. So integrated steel plant put together whole process from converting iron ore, start writing also. Okay, from converting iron ore to production and manufacturing of steel is done. It covers whole process like from iron ore to the manufacturing of steel, everything. While mini steel plant use pig iron or leftover from whom? From from integrated steel plants and make alloys. So so they do each and every job. Integrated steel plant do a vast job from converting iron ore to producing steel, everything they do. While mini steel plants have their raw materials from the integrated steel plant, that is pig iron or leftover, and then they make alloys, which is very simple for them. That becomes really simple for them. Alright, so now the question is, what are the problems the industries face? Like steel plant industry might face, what are the problems? So let's discuss it in detail. First one is high cost of investment. So they invest much. Alright, so cost of investment is high. First one. Second, limited availability of what? Coking coal. Because we have already discussed coking coal is burned to produce heat and all that. That is used in smelting of iron. Alright. Then we have low productivity of whom? Laborers. Machine would give equal produce, while laborers' productivity might decline. Then sometimes we face poor infrastructure, and the major problem is irregular. What is there? Power supply. I hope it is really clear to you all. Alright, I hope it is really clear. Any doubts? Let me know. Then we have to discuss what are the recent developments led to the rise in production policy. So while we were discussing about iron and steel plant, we have also discussed about LPG policies a little bit, like liberalization, privatization, globalization. So definitely that helped. The policy of liberalization, and second thing is foreign direct investment, that is FDI. You all can understand it, but you all should write it because yeah. it has boosted what? These two have boosted iron and steel plants. Moreover, what is happening? Rapid infrastructure development. So it is also acting as bonus in improving the conditions. Alright. So I hope all the three questions are really very clear because I have given you in points to how to answer these questions. So all the three questions are really clear. Alright. Now the question is how do industry pollute the environment? So what kind of pollution they can cause? Air, water. Water would have thermal population. Then they can cause land pollution and noise pollution. So these would be the perfect four headings that you would be writing in your notes. So air pollution, sometimes toxic elements that just suspend in the air, which causes very respiratory diseases. All right. Then we have water. So they discharge their water without treating it. So sometimes wastewater directly goes without WTP wastewater treatment plant. And there is a temperature difference in the original water and the water dispersed through the water sent through the factories. So imbalance in the nature it causes, or imbalance in the water temperature. Then we have land. So sometimes some medical chemical industries that produce medicines and all, so they just throw their expiry date medicines on the land, and it is also causes pollution. All right. Noise pollution. They have generators which produce electricity without silencer. So what happens that there is huge noise and less efficiency. Alright, so these are the problems. So discuss the steps to be taken to minimize environmental degradation by industry. We have already discussed treat wastewater before discharging, air pollutants should not be suspended without treating. Like firstly treat them and do not suspend any suspended particulate matters in the air. They can do waste water harvesting. All right. And they should water harvesting, and they treat water diligently, because sometimes what happens that without treating chemical should not be directly thrown in water. All right. So some should is left here. Should not be thrown in water. All right. Treat wastewater, air pollutants without treat should not be suspended. Water harvesting, chemicals should not be thrown in water. So all these things should be kept in mind. So now we are moving toward the quick revision of the chapter. Hope you'll understand each and everything. So be patient with all the points. And these are the important points that might come into your examination. So be thorough with all these points. So first thing is production of goods in large quantities after processing from raw materials to more valuable product is called manufacturing. That would be your definition of manufacturing. Industrial locations are influenced by availability of raw material, labor, capital, power and market. Industries are classified based on raw materials, capital investment, main role, ownership, weight of raw materials. We have lightweight and heavy industries also. Alright, moving forward. Then we have agro-based industries, that are textile industries, sugar industries. We have also discussed mineral-based industries, including iron and steel industries. Chemical industries, we have discussed fertilizer industry in detail, cement industry in detail. It would have basic cement industry would have a raw material known as limestone. Alright, we have discussed. Industries are responsible for air, water, soil and noise pollution, and there is a need to control these impacts. Alright. So here we come to the end of our chapter. What you need to do is go through the chapter again, watch videos again. If you want, you can make notes. Otherwise, everything is available here in a structured format, and every key point of the chapter is thoroughly covered over here. So be diligent enough, be focused enough and understand the concept, and do revise the chapter for conceptual clarity. With this, we are ending the chapter here, and we will meet again in the next video on study room. Thank you all. Take care. Stay safe.